Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I'm on a roll. I'm trying to catch up on my filming. I'm still behind on updates, but today we are going to be doing our monthly update for Project 10 Uses. In this project, I am working on 10 products at a time from my oversized collection. I'm tracking my usage, and once I've used those products 10 times, they roll out and I roll something new in to take its place. This project has been going on for a really long time, but I enjoy it so much I just keep going. I figure maybe one day I will eventually get through all of my stuff and have used at least everything I own 10 times, but ooh, I don't know when that's going to happen, because I think so far we've only tackled like a drop in the bucket and there's a long way to go. But I'm having a lot of fun and I have a really good update for this month. Part of that's because I am running late, but you know, I did try to focus in on some of these products, and as a result, I have 6 items rolling out for this month. That is a very good month for me. Let's talk about the 6 products I met the 10 use goal on first. Finally hit the 10 use mark on the 2 items that have been in this project the longest, which always feels good. The first one is my Chantecaille lipstick in Tulip. It's a pretty reddish, not reddish, orangey red, it's a bright, bold, bright red. I used it more as a lip stain than a full-on lip color most of the time, but I did try it as a full-on lip color a few times. I'm not the biggest fan of red lipstick, which is why I wore it more as a stain than as a full-on lip color. This lipstick was gifted to me by my friend Liz, and I'm very grateful to her. This is my first Chantecaille product I've ever owned. Might be the only one, but I've really enjoyed it. The formula is great. Even whether I apply it as a stain or as a full-on lip color, it wears down really nicely and looks good as it's wearing off throughout the day, which I appreciate because I'm rarely looking in the mirror once I leave my house for work to see what I'm looking like. So it's good if the products fade in a nice way. But I have used that 10 times, no more, no less. I've also used my Victoria Beckham Tea Rose eyeshadow. This is another item that was gifted to me by Elizabeth, and it rolled into this project at the same time. I am wearing it for the 10th time today all over my eyelid. As you can see, it is a beautiful chocolatey shade, kind of smoky for a Sunday afternoon when it's going to be 77 degrees, but you know, when you got to hit the 10 uses, you got to hit the 10 uses. This is like a pressed pigment, and I did end up kind of taking my metal tool and kind of digging it around and shuffling it up a little bit, because I felt like I was hitting hard pan almost, and I wasn't getting a lot of product, and that really helped a lot. I would definitely recommend, you know, taking a tool and kind of digging it around and then repressing it if you're having problems with picking up product, because I've been able to pick up so much more product since then and get a really nice application. And so I'm glad I did that, but I have hit the 10 use mark on this, and it will be rolling out of this project. The next item I hit the 10 use mark on was my Lime Crime Plushies lipstick in Dragon Fruit. I think that's what it's called. Yes. Oh, I love this. I loved this so much. I actually used it 11 times and I enjoyed every use. This color is just kind of unique to my collection. I don't feel like I have a lot of this shade. The fill line right now is up to here. There's a huge gap in the packaging, like right about here. I find it hard to believe that I've used up this much product, so I don't know what that's all about. But I have really fallen in love with this Plushies formula. When I first bought it, I wasn't as impressed. I don't know why I do that. I expect miracles from these products, and when I get them home and they don't produce miracles, I'm kind of disappointed. But then some time goes by and I try it again, and I'm like, no, it's really good. I don't know why I was placing such high expectations on these products. It does a good job. It's a dry down matte lipstick that is pretty comfortable, and it applies very thin. It's a very thin layer, and because of that, it's very comfortable. And I like it a lot. I have 4 of these, and I kind of want to go out and buy more, because if I was to own a liquid lipstick, this would probably be the only one I'd want. I really like it. But that being said, this is rolling out of the project, and I enjoyed it very much. Maybe it'll show up in a project where I try to finish it down the road, but for now, like everything else, it's going back in the office. The next two items, I hit the 10 use mark on so long ago that I kind of forgot it was still in this project. The first one being this Cargo Beach Blush in the shade Sunset Beach. I don't think I've ever used this before. I've had it for a long time and I had never used it before. I ended up using it 12 times in this project. And boy, did I love this. It ended up being a lot peachier than I thought it would. When I first pulled it out, because I'd never used it before, I assumed it was going to give me a really pinky flush. I thought this like cool toned pink shade would kind of take over the look, but no, it ended up being kind of peachy, which is surprising because really none of these shades are peachy. But when you blend them all together, it ends up being a very peachy shade, and I loved it. It looked very natural on my skin. It blended out really nicely. I just felt like every day that I wore this blush was a good makeup day, and I really enjoyed it, which is crazy because I'd never used this before. I had no idea how good of a product it was. And then I have my Laura Geller foundation powder. I used this 10 times only. I was panning a couple other powders that I wanted to get back to, so I just gave this the 10 uses. But yeah, I really enjoyed this too. This was a nice setting shade for summertime when I have a little bit of a tan. I don't know if this would work for me in the dead of winter, but I really enjoyed it, and I would love to get back to this again next summer, hopefully. One of the things I always want to try every summer is just going with a foundation powder exclusively and ditching like a liquid foundation, but I never can commit to that. I always keep using a liquid foundation, but one of these summers I'm going to try and just use a powder foundation exclusively and see how that works for me. And the last product that I hit the 10 use mark on is my Lipstick Queen lipstick in Frog Prints. When I tried to give a swatch of this last month, I think it was last month, yeah, I couldn't get any color on my hand, but every time I applied it on my lips, it gave me a nice pinky tone. This is one of those color changing lipsticks that starts out green, but when you apply it, it turns into a pink stain, and I loved it. I love these products. I know a lot of people hate them, but I love them. And this I ended up using 13 times because I loved it so much. It's also a very good, like, nourishing lip balm. You know how it is. Sometimes you buy something that looks like it's going to nourish and it actually dries your lips out more. Not this. This is actually treating my lips and giving it a very pretty flattering stain, I think. So yeah, this was another product that had barely been used. It's still barely been used, but at least I got to use it 13 more times. And again, this is another product I could see going into a project for next year if there's space for it. You know, I kind of set some things aside in my mind that I'd love to work on. I was just looking at those things for this year. We're in the middle of September, and there's a couple things I haven't gotten to at all for this year. So it doesn't always work out, but that's definitely something I would love to put in a project for next year if possible. All right, there are 4 products I have not yet met my 10 use mark on, so they'll be rolling over again for the next month. Let me tell you where I'm at with those 4 products. The one that has been in this project the longest is my L'Oreal Pressed Pigment in Gilded Envy. I did use this one time over the past month, so my total usage is up to 3. So I still have to use it 7 more times, but I'm glad I at least used it once. This looks like such a nice fall shade. Hopefully I will get a chance to use this and enjoy it as we're getting out of summer officially and into fall. We'll see. I've been wearing a lot of the same looks over and over and over again. I've been very focused. The next product rolling over is my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Dreamer. And I've been really enjoying this too. This is another very, very good liquid lipstick. I really like it. I don't love liquid lipsticks in general. I still prefer cream and bullet lipsticks over liquid lipsticks, but if I was just ranking liquid lipsticks, this one and the plushies from Lime Crime would be very high on my list. It also dries down completely, of course, and I think I do like that. I don't think I like the way the moussey liquid lipsticks feel, but I think I prefer, if I'm gonna bother with a liquid lipstick, I want it to be transfer proof. I am up to 6 uses with this, so 4 more and it rolls out. Next is my Cargo lip gloss in the shade Anguilla, and I am up to 8 uses with this. I'm wearing it today on top of like a brownie colored lip liner. I think it kind of works. Yeah, this is a good product. It looks very intimidating and scary when you see it in the tube, like no, but you know, if you just apply a dot and blend it out on top of a lip liner, it's not like crazy looking. I think it works. So 2 more uses for that lip gloss and it rolls out. And then the final product is my Bite lipstick in Black Truffle. And I haven't used this at all yet. This is the dark, like vampy, reddy black shade. And no, I didn't get a chance to wear this at all. I thought about putting it on for today, but I already have a super smoky eye going on. And I have to go somewhere relatively soon. If I was just going to be hanging around the house all day, I would probably just go for it, but I have a kid's birthday party to go to in like an hour and a half. So I decided not to wear this for today, but hopefully I'll start getting some uses in on this. Again, this isn't a color that I feel comfortable like wearing to work necessarily, but I would definitely wear it for filming videos, and maybe I'd wear it like around town, just like to go to the grocery store and stuff. Although even that's a stretch for me, but I definitely want it. I bought it. I must like it. I must like the idea of it. So I should use it, right? All right, so because I hit the 10 use mark on 6 of the items that I was working on, I need to roll in 6 new items to replace them. That is a lot for me. It was a big decision, but I think I'm happy with my choices. Let me show you what I chose. Since I have, Since I have 3 lip products rolling out of this project, and one of them is a liquid lipstick, I decided to roll in another liquid lipstick. This is a Charlotte Tilbury liquid lipstick, and I've only used it once. And the reason I've only used it once is because I didn't choose this. I received this in a Beautylish lucky bag, but I was never really invested in it. But it's just a nice neutral nude shade. Like what's wrong with that? Why haven't I been using the heck out of it? It's in the shade Dolly. And I'd like to get 10 more uses on this. I don't remember anything about it. The last time I applied it was years ago. I gave it the sniff test. It doesn't smell bad. So I'm going to try it again and see if I have any new opinions on it, because I don't remember what my original opinions about it were, other than great, another liquid lipstick I don't need, which was probably how I felt when I saw this in my lucky bag. I think that was the last time I got a lucky bag. By then, after that, I started my low buy, so I couldn't risk getting another lucky bag. But I used to love getting the Beautylish lucky bags. That was a really fun, like treat yourself thing. But this came in that, and as a result, I was never really invested in it as a product that I wanted to use up. But let's use it 10 times, and we'll see how I feel once I've done that. The next product I chose was one more lipstick, and that is a MAC lipstick. This is the God, I'm gonna have to get like magnifying glasses or something. Oh, I remember what this is called. This is called Cream in Your Coffee. And I bought this before. This was my last hurrah with the MAC. I cannot remember what the program was called, but this was my last hurrah with MAC empties that you could return for a free lipstick. And so this has been on my wish list for years. I originally saw my friend Christine wearing this lipstick on Instagram. Her Instagram handle used to be Mousy Shuffle or Mousy Chats. I think her original Instagram handle was Mousy Chats. I can't even remember, it's been so long, but she's changed her Instagram handle. But anyways, I first saw this lipstick on her and I totally fell in love with it, and I've wanted it ever since. So when MAC was canceling their Back to MAC program, that's what it's called, Back to MAC, I went ahead and scooped this up. I've swatched it on I don't think I've even swatched it on my hand, to be honest with you. It looks like it's brand new. Anyways, here's the shade right here. It looks like a nice fall shade, kind of like a mauvey, pinky nude. And so I have been making a real attempt to at least use the products I'm bringing into my life instead of just putting them straight in the office and not touching them for years. So I would like to use this 10 times. And likewise, I also got an eyeshadow at the same time from the Back to MAC program. And this was the shade Rose Before Bros. This was a shade I had never even heard of. I just saw it when I went to the store and shopped around, and I really liked it. It's my kind of a shade. And I thought it was kind of crazy how well it matched the Cream in Your Coffee shade. Like, I wasn't necessarily going for a monochromatic look, but if I was, I think they would pair together really well. And yeah, again, never used this, and I think Back to MAC ended at the end of March, so I've had these for like 6 months and haven't touched them. So I figured, yes, let's roll them in and enjoy them 10 times. Again, to replace a product that was in here, I'm bringing in another peachy blush. I really do feel like I need a peachy blush in my life at all times, and currently the two blushes I'm panning are both very pinky. One's kind of more mauve, one's very pink, but I want a peachy blush. So in place of that cargo blush, I decided to bring in this MAC blush in Strange New Worlds. This was part of the Star Trek collection. This is called a Trip the Light Fantastic Powder. I don't know what they meant with that, but I would just call it a blush. But yeah, I don't think I've ever used this even once. And I've had this for several years now. But again, I just wanted a peachy blush. This looks more orange than peach, but we'll see. Again, I'm wearing a lot of pink lately, but sometimes with certain looks, I just want a peachy blush and I don't have one. So we'll keep on going in this project and see how many peachy blushes we can roll over from one month to the next. And the final two products I'm bringing in are both eyeshadow sticks. Over the summer, I was doing the Labor of Love It project pan, and I brought in a kind of tealy aquamarine Avon shadow stick that I absolutely fell in love with. It is a stunning, stunning product, and I loved it so much that I've decided to bring in 2 more shades from that same Avon line. I got all of these at the same time. It was based on a recommendation from Emily Noel a million years ago. And for fall, I've decided to bring in more fall-y shades. So first of all, I have the shade Violet, which is just a deep purple. I hope that works as well in my waterline as the deep teal shade did in the summer project, but also I might use it as an eyeliner or like to deepen up my outer V. And then the other one I'm bringing in is called Amethyst, and it's kind of like a taupey lavender shade, which is a shade that I kind of love. I kind of love a taupey lavender, and every once in a while I run across older videos that I've posted or older pictures I've posted, and every time I have a purple eye look, especially back when I had purple hair, but even without purple hair, every time I have a purple eye look, I'm like, oh, I really like that. Why am I not wearing purple eye looks? But I feel like after the 50 Shades of Purple project, I got a little burnt out on purple actually. And now that it's been, what, a year and a half, almost 2 years since that project ended, I'm craving purple again. And so I'm hoping that these 2 shadow sticks will encourage me to bring some purple back into my eye looks, because I haven't really done a purple eye look in a long time. A lot of pink, a lot of peach, a lot of bronze, not a lot of purple. So yeah, that's the plan with these 2. That is it for this update, you guys. Now you know what I'm working on. Again, I know it's been a long time since I posted an update, but this feels like a really successful last, month. And I'm really happy to have 6 items roll out and 6 new items roll in. That really helps keep things interesting with my makeup use up, and really inspires me to, create new combinations that I love, whether it's a new eyeshadow combination or a new lip color to go with an eyeshadow combination. It just makes it so much more fun. So that is it for this update, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.